Hello everybody, it's Nicole from Ikiwi, and today we'll be starting the Enchantix series on the Winx Girls, starting with Aisha. So let's not waste any time and hop right into the video. So if you couldn't tell, I am super excited to start because Enchantix is hands down my favorite transformation of all of them. Unfortunately, we won't be voting for a while since I'm drawing the Enchantix in order of who got it, so Stella is next. But if you want to, you can let me know who you're looking forward to seeing or which transformation you're excited to see in the future. So for the sketch, when I was referencing her design from the show, the official art, and even fan art, I found that there was a lot of inconsistencies. Some designs had this fishnet over the skirt with some beads instead of the leaf-like things that are hanging down from the skirt in the show. Another thing was the headband across her forehead, where some art would show that it's two separate pieces, and then some art would make it one solid piece. So because there were so many differences in all the designs, the main reference I used was the one at the end of the transformation sequence, since that was what I felt was most true to the show, being that it was from the show. I did also try to reference stills from the show too, since the concept art felt very different from what was ultimately shown. For the coloring, when I was gathering references, I noticed that she has two different versions, one that was green and one that was blue. One of my sisters later informed me that they changed it to green because her color is green and Bloom's color is blue. I personally like how the blue one looks on her more, but I stuck with the green one after watching her transformation video and deciding to stick with her color. So first I did the base colors, trying to start with the lighter colors like her gloves, wings, and outfit. Since her hair was the darkest part of the piece, I wanted to make sure that I did that last, so in case I did mess up when coloring the lighter pieces, it would just get covered up with the hair. After completing all the base colors, I started the shading, but the one problem that I came across was that I didn't really plan the lighting beforehand, so there was no definite light source for me to reference. Unfortunately, I was kind of making it up as I went along, and I forgot where I was originally going to put the light source, so it's coming from both directions or all directions, and unfortunately that makes it a little bit confusing. So now I know that next time, at least for Stella and future Winx Girls, I have to plan it ahead of time. And then to create the lighter colors like on her gloves and wings, I just used a colorless blender on top of the pastel markers so that hopefully it would match the colors present in the show. As for the line art, I stuck with my color line art, especially for the Enchantix series, because I want to keep them looking soft, and I feel like Enchantix is very soft. And when it came to outlining her gloves, I actually used a pink because I wanted to create this strawberry yellow tone instead of a more cool tone yellow. So that's a little tip: if you want to make a more warm toned yellow, just outline it in a pink. So overall, I'm really happy with how she turned out with both the Enchantix and in my style. As I mentioned in one of the earlier fan art videos, I didn't really draw fan art before because I wasn't really happy with my style. But the more I draw fan art pieces, the happier I am with how the characters really look in my style, and the more content I am with how my style is developing. So that about wraps up Aisha's Enchantix drawing. I hope you liked her as much as I like her. And Stella is going to be next, so I hope you're looking forward to seeing her Enchantix. Let me know in the comments who you're looking forward to seeing me draw next, or if you are looking forward to a future transformation. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, there is a playlist in the description, but you can also hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified of when I post new videos. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. Keep drawing, keep creating, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!